So one morning, I went over to my friend's house, and we were all sitting outside, kind of in a semicircle. And anyways, we were just chatting, and one of my friends looked right past me, and I was like, "What is he looking at?" So, anyways, he saw a beehive, and it was right outside the window, and it had little holes in it. And I was like, "Is this a live beehive or dead?" So I went over, I decided to be curious, and I knocked on the beehive, and I didn't see any bees coming out. So my stress went way down, and so did my friends. So, anyways, the reason I say this is because it reminded me of a story of something that happened to me when I was 11. Now, I remember my dad, he was searching to buy a house, and he was just searching and searching, and finally he ended up finding one. And it was kind of a fixer-upper, however, it was a good house. So, anyways, it was right next to the university. It had lots of trees, but my dad, he didn't care. He just wanted to buy, a new house, and it was only $35,000. So, he didn't care. He bought it. And anyways, we were renovating this house for about 3 weeks. And keep in mind, it was summer, it was very hot. I was outside playing one day, doing what kids do. And I saw something just out of the corner of my eye. And I looked up, and oh my gosh, it was a bee. And there were just so many of them, and I did not know what to do. I was kind of surprised, a little bit shocked, and so I decided to be nosy, and I walked around the house just to check to see, what's up with these bees. And I ran right down to the basement, and I put on a shirt, put on a beanie, put on gloves, so I was protected. And I ran straight to my dad. He was actually digging in the yard, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, I need to show you something right now. Come here, look, you got to see this." And he just slowly looked up, and he saw the bees, and he was just like, "Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I just paid all this money for this house, and the realtor did not inform me that, my house was infested with bees." So, anyways, my dad was like, "All right, what are we going to do?" And he's like, "Okay, I think the bees are in the attic." So I just followed him there, and we went up to the attic. And the way you get up to the attic in my house is a little bit different. We had like a pull down ladder sort of thing in the closet, and that's how we got to our attic. So, anyways, we climbed up the ladder, and my dad, opened the door and just saw all kinds of bees. And my dad's communication was a little limited, but he got the point across that the bees were buzzing very, very loud. And it was just so loud. So we closed up the attic, and we went back downstairs, took off all the bee gear that we had put on. And the next Monday, we ended up calling an exterminator. And so he came to our house. I was very excited about this. And he checked everything out. And he told us that basically we needed like this special poison to kill all the bees. And he was explaining what was going on and telling us it's really a simple thing. So he put on his bee garb that consisted of, the bee net and all the jackets and whatnot so we wouldn't get stung by the bee. And he went up to the attic, and, I was about to do it, but he's like, no, you got to get out of here. So I went outside, and he ended up shutting the door to the attic, and he just started killing the bees. He was pumping the gas out of his special bee gas pumper, and he was killing all of the bees, and the bees were trying to leave and escape, and it was kind of like the exodus of bees. And so I was kind of watching this. I was curious about this. And anyways, the exterminator later explained to us about, different types of bees and stuff. He's like, well, you guys have bees. That's what you had in your attic. And there's also hornets, and they live in dome sort of hives. And then you have the wasps. And the wasps, they are quite smart. You could just be walking around, and they'll sting you without you even knowing it. So you kind of need to be on the lookout for wasps. Now, hornets, they're not really going to sting you, and bees are not going to sting you so much. So I was just taking in all of this information, and I thought, I want to make sure they're all dead. So I wanted to go upstairs and, see if any were still hiding. So the next morning, I asked my dad if I could do that. He's like, hold on there. Let me go make sure there are no bees left up there, and then you can go afterwards. So he went up there, and he confirmed there were no buzzing of bees. So I went up there as well, And it was funny because this time my dad didn't have on all the clothes that he had on earlier to check out the bees. But anyways, there was nothing up there. It was clear of bees. They were all dead. However, the hives were still up there, and they were kind of all over. And, oh, I'm sorry, there were two hives, two big hives. And it was interesting. They kind of remind me of just little tiny homes. It's just kind of interesting. They're smart little creatures, those bees. So my dad decided, he's like, we need to get this place cleaned up. And I was like, how on earth are we going to do that? And he's like, a hammer. And so we grabbed some hammers and we started smashing the hives. And as soon as we smashed the hives, the hives kind of crumbled and turned into ash. And the ash just kind of kept building on the ground. So we kept hammering the hives until there were no more hives left on the ceiling. And so we ended up giving the hives to the science class so they could kind of mess around with them. And we ended up, we swept up the hives from the floor. And then we went and bought some wood to cover up all the places, where the bees had been, kind of to make the attic a little bit nicer and make it insulated, so we wouldn't have this problem again. And we went to the windows, and we did the same thing there. And we needed to cover up all the holes in anything that, the bees had caused to be there. And the reason we were doing this was to protect our home, so to make sure that, this wouldn't happen again, because we really didn't want to deal with this again. So anyways, every time I see a bee or anything like that, it just takes me back to that interesting little summer that I had with my dad.